Hello everyone, I'm Jessie. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Jessie. Today I'm making something Asian and delicious for all of you, and I'm going to have a special guest to taste it. We'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back and here I have my ingredients for my dish. I have my celery, that's celery stalks. I have some ketchup, which is a very interesting ingredient. I have my sesame seed oil. I have my red onions, my normal vegetable oil, my carrots, my spring onions, and my different colored bell peppers with red, orange, yellow, and green. We have some crayfish just because I like it, some curry powder, the yin and yang duo ginger and garlic, and my soy sauce, oyster sauce. I have my thyme, my salt, my crushed star cubes, and my ground pepper. But first, I would like to talk about my sesame seed oil. Sesame seed oil is used in a lot of Chinese-based dishes. It is high in antioxidants and it's good for your heart. Plus, it tastes amazing. Let's get cooking. Okay guys, so in a pot of boiling water, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of salt. And now, I have my noodles. So these are Chinese noodles. You can get them in the supermarket and you have to cook them according to the package instructions. Mine say that I have to cook it for 5 minutes until it's a bit loose. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I put it in. Then put it in and then give it a little, my tongs, give it a little swig in there and cook it until the package instructions, but check on it until you sense that it's done. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. Going to turn this around, just loosen it, just to separate the noodles from each other, because we don't want clingy noodles. Okay, just a little toss. Oops, careful, and we'll check on it when it's 5 minutes. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, and as you can see, they are loosened and they're individual strings. So now, up with the heat, and we're going to sieve out the remaining water and then rinse it in cold water. And that's important to make sure your noodles are springy and chewy and not just lump and limp, okay? So, taking that over to sieve. Okay guys, so I have my pot on the fire and there's a bit of water, so I'm leaving it to dry, and I'm using a wooden spoon for the frying process. Okay, so now it's dry, finally. And now I'm putting in my sesame seed oil. So it's a very strong oil. So it's not all, wow, that pot was hot and dry. Kitchen hazard, stay away from hot oil. Learning as we go. So we're not going to be using the whole, only sesame seed oil for the food because it's very strong. And right now I'm just, smelling. Okay, stay away from hot oil, kids. So now, after the oil has told me she doesn't want to be hot, I'm forcing her anyway. And we're going in with our onion. And like I said in previous videos, Just saute the onion until it's translucent and all the flavors have entered the oil. Okay, ready. So now it has sauteed a bit. I'm going in with my ginger and my garlic, my yin yang combination. Get all that in there. And I also find putting in the crayfish at this stage helps give it a smoky and unique flavor that I'm always here for. So that in. And so just combine until you start perceiving the aroma of the ginger and the garlic. So now we've started perceiving that, we go in with our carrots. Now these carrots, I've julienned them. That means in layman terms, it's matchsticks. So I cut them up into little strips like this. And it's just for the aesthetics. You can cut them up anyway, but I personally like them like this. And I'm going to fry that, turn up the heat a bit. Fry that along with my bell pepper. I'm saving some for the end. Going to fry that just for a minute or so. Oh my, that sesame seed oil is really coming through, and the ginger and garlic are just making this kitchen smell amazing. You guys should be here. Anyway, now it's time for our seasonings. So I have my soy sauce, another oriental ingredient. Ooh, that's sizzle. I have some oyster sauce that you can also get in the supermarket. Now these are very Chinese ingredients. That's what makes this noodle a very Chinese noodle. And now the rest of my seasonings. I have some ground pepper for some spice. I have some thyme. And now I have my salt. As I'm turning this, I'll have to tell you about the salt content. So in the soy sauce and in the oyster sauce, those two ingredients are very salty, so be mindful how much salt you put in here. Usually you don't need too much, so maybe just a sprinkle of salt or a bit of stock cube will do. Just don't put too much, or else you'll get just a plate full of salt, and nobody wants that. So now we fried this, and now we're adding two very special ingredients. My celery stalk, and now my ketchup. Now you guys might think it's a bit unusual, but in my experimentation, I find this gives a lot of body and a distinct tart taste to my noodles. So I advise you guys try it as well. And once you try it, you'll love it. Whew, that's sizzle. Anyway, I'll have to taste it at this point just to make sure that the salt content is enough. My tasting spoon. Perfect. Just a pinch of salt. And this sauce is ready for the noodles. So now that that's mixed in, I'm going to reduce the heat a bit, and I have my noodles. Let me get my gloves. Like I said, hot pans are very dangerous, so be protected. So, putting in my noodle, and I stir this, and it will give this color. It's going to look amazing. Oh, I can't wait. Get that little one in there. And make sure every white part is covered when you are stirring this. You want everywhere to be covered in this luscious sauce. Some of the ingredients decided they wanted to go on a little adventure out of the pot. So I advise you stir carefully. So now we put this on low heat and we cover the pot up for just 2 minutes and our noodles are cooked. Wow, our noodles look ready. And now, just for final touch, the blast of our bell peppers and our spring onions that don't really need a lot of time to cook. So all I have to do is turn them in. And our noodles are done. We're back and the cooking is done. I have my noodles, Asian noodles, plated with some chicken and some cucumbers on the side. And to help me taste, I have a very special guest. She's Adako on Jennifer's Diary. She's the GM of Last Giddy FM. She's a veteran actress and a comedian. Please help me welcome Lolol. Thank you. Hey! Welcome!
I'm super excited to be. Oh my god!
Oh yes.
That's what I'm tasting.
Yes, this is my Asian noodles with some chicken on the side.
Wow, when you say Asian noodles and I'm Nigeria, this one is gonna like mix my chest. I'm gonna have to, withdraw my rascal.
Yes.
Wow. It smells gorgeous. I like the colors. It just very inviting.
Yeah. Would you help me taste and give your honest opinion?
Honest? Oh. Don't try me. I like food. Where should I start from? The color in this thing, the aroma. Watch me. Whether this
just to make sure.
Sometimes the entire bowl won't taste the same way. Let me taste the pepper. It's not ready for complete. If chicken doesn't follow Asia, if you go Jabu, let me make sure that the chicken too enter. Asian noodles. Is it easy to cook?
Oh yes, it's quite easy as long as you follow the steps.
Oh my god! Who taught you how to cook like this?
Well, I'm in a family of chefs. My mom cooks, my grandma cooks, everyone cooks, so I cook.
Family of cooks. I'm already in Asia.
and to help complete this whole food wow experience, we have something special for you.
On top of chopping?
Yes.
Oh my god.
The second gift of the day.
Wow.
A cookie with Jessie apron.
Yep.
Let me just help you open it.
Grab it from you.
Just to.
This Asian stuff. Big food. I've been indoctrinated.
You like it?
I love it.
Well, obviously she loves the noodles and her new apron. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and like this video. And follow me on all my social media platforms. At Cooking with Jessie 1 on Instagram. Lolo, you love it?
I adore it. Honestly, you guys need to push that subscribe button. You're gonna just see me watch me. More Asian noodles, and in fact, they're amazing. She's gonna be rolling out more. I need more.
Well, enough said. See you next time on another amazing episode of Cooking with Jessie. Bye.
My mouth is full.